Hey, what up guys, Billy here. Just gonna make this quick little tutorial because a few people asked me about my HD PVR 2 render settings, or not render settings. Yeah, what the fuck, I'll show you my render settings too. So, alright, so let's go into my recording settings first. Open up ArcSoft Showbiz, go to Capture, have my Xbox on right now, so I'll show you. Right now I'm connected through HDMI. Through my Xbox 360, like I usually am. Should pop up any second. Alright, there we go. Got my Xbox screen right here. The sexy Halo 4 countdown. Oh yeah. Alright, so basically, I'm going to show you my little settings here. Device settings. La la la. Yeah, I didn't fuck with this shit. Alright, format settings. In video properties, I have all these. I didn't fuck with these either. I just kept it on constant bitrate. This, you don't need to worry about that. Audio properties, I have it at 192 kilobits a second at stereo, and the audio sampling rate at 44.1 kilohertz. Then you go to Hauppauge H264 encoder. This is, I didn't mess around with this too much, but I kept it on source. All these are on source. All these are on source. My profile is on high. I don't know if it's... Oh, see, this is the default setting, but I have it on high. My level is at 4. My encoder bitrate, 192. My audio encoder. Yeah, all this. You can just copy these settings down. Let's see. Dynamic noise reduction. Okay, and dynamic video encoder. Alright, this is the important part. Video encoder. Normally, I think the bitrate is, I don't know, maybe 4.5 million. Just boost it all the way up to 14 million. That's what I did as soon as I got it, and it improved the quality ridiculously. And just keep it at constant, and apply, and okay. And those are my settings for my HD PVR 2. From what I see so far, it's been done me pretty well. See the quality, can't really see it, but alright. So this is the quality for this here, and I guess we don't need this anymore. Now I'm gonna go into my Vegas, because that's what I usually render in whenever I get my videos. Let me close this too. Alright, here we go. Let me just import anything really. Computer, program files, Fraps recording. Whatever, I'll just import this. Alright, so, yeah, this is what I do with my settings. I click here. I have this, actually, to simplify it, go like this. Go to right here. 1080 60i HD 1920 by 1080 29.97 frames per second. Something I am a little confused about though. They said that the HD PVR 2 supposed to be recording at a 30 FPS in HDMI, but whenever I do this, match media settings, and I don't have any HD PVR clips right now, but whenever I copy the settings from there, it comes up as 60 frames per second. Kind of weird. Alright, let me just get to my settings. So 1920 by 1080. Change the field order to none. We don't need that. Pixel aspect ratio 1 square. Output rotation 0 degrees. Frame rate obviously 29.97. Stereoscopic, don't worry about that unless you're using 3D, which I don't use, so I don't know shit about. Pixel format. You can either have this at 8-bit, sometimes I render it at, I have the project settings at 32-bit floating point video levels. That's what I usually have it as. I don't know why, it just tickles my fancy. Tickles my fancy, I made it funny. Alright, so full resolution rendering quality, best obviously. Motion blur type, Gaussian. And deinterlace method, none. you can uncheck that. We don't need that. Adjust source media to better match project or render settings. Uncheck that. Click apply. Okay. Alright, so yeah, you just have this here. This little video. Alright, so you go to render as. And I'm using Sony Vegas 11. I don't know if you guys realize that. But what I usually render my videos as, I render as video for Windows, right? Video for Windows, AVI. Then I have my own template here. You're gonna just click on this template and go to customize template. But I'm gonna click on my template right here. This is my settings. Use project settings, because sometimes I render videos in 1280 by 720 if they were recorded that way. But I'm going to use project settings, so it's 1920 by 1080, because that's what it was recorded at. 29.97 frames a second. Field order, none, just like the project settings. Pixel aspect ratio, 1, just like the project settings. And render uncompressed. You don't need that, uncompressed. And interleave every seconds, check that. Then check interleave every frame. Just leave this checked. Audio, render it like this, 48 hertz, 48,000 hertz, PCM uncompressed, project, best, make sure it's at best, and don't worry about stereoscopic 3D mode. Click OK, and then just render that bitch out. I'm not going to render it because I already rendered it, so I'm going to close this down really quick. Okay, next thing you're going to need, Virtualdub. Virtualdub. Alright, come on. Alright, here we go. Alright, so when you're in Virtualdub, you're going to go File, Open Video File. You're going to find your little montage or whatever the fuck you edited. Whatever. After Effects Export. So, yeah, you have your video here. It's going to look like shit, but don't worry. Oh, I didn't even know it moves when I scroll. It's pretty cool. Alright, so you go to Video. Frame rate. You're going to want it to not change, no change. So it's at 29.97. Click OK. Video. Then you go to compression. Now, guys, I'm going to leave you a link in the description for the Xvid Mp4 Codec. What I want you to do is I want you to install the codec, because this is the codec I used for all my renders. I'll just leave it for you. You guys can install it yourselves, and you should have it. Once you click on that codec, you go to configure. Leave all this the same. It's going to be originally at this target quantizer. You're going to want to go to calculate. No, not calculate. Sorry about that. Click on target quantizer and bring it all the way up. It's going to be at 4854. You're going to want to highlight that and change it to 10,000. Yes, 10,000. I know it's a big number. But yeah, once you do that, just click OK. And make sure it's like that. Yep, 10,000 still. Click OK. OK. File. Save as AVI. And yeah, just save it. Do whatever. I already did it. But let me just show you the difference in the sizes once you're finished with that. Cancel that. Cancel. There's a pretty big difference in the file size. Well, pretty fucking big difference. Alright, let me show you. This is the After Effects export. This is 10.2 gigabytes. You cannot upload that to YouTube. But after you compress it, where is it? I think this is it. Yep. Alright, so after you compress it and it's up, you're able to upload it. Look at the file size, 122 megabytes. So it uploads pretty fucking quickly, and you're getting sexy quality. Alright, so I'm going to cross that out. Guys, if you want, you can add me on Facebook. I'll leave the link to that in the description. You guys can, you know, hit me up with whatever the fuck you want. I got a notification. My sister liked my shit. Alright. So yeah, let me just show you the video that I used here. You guys can check it out. It's Billy Edits 4. Whoa, okay, that was a little too loud. Alright. Rest in peace, headphone users. Yeah, you guys can check out the quality yourself. It's on my channel. And I hope this helped you out for the new HD PVR 2 users. So, yeah, that's about it. And I'll see you guys later.